Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. I do hope you have a great day. I'm certainly having a great day. Well, at least a very nice moment here in nature, and I've been looking forward to it all day to have a walk with me, almost a daily walk, I could say, in this neighborhood. Well, this part of nature. I also visit other places, of course, and I'm going to show you around soon where I am, and show you the part of nature where I am at this particular moment. And but today I wanted to talk with you about changing your mind, and that changing your mind, it doesn't is this that it's not a kind of, it's not weak. It can be actually very strong. It means you've grown on certain topics, and I don't know if you have to deal with that sometimes. That you feel, well, oh, I want to change my mind, but I think I might look weak, or I might look inconsistent, or not very a stable person or reliable person. And that's a shame, because it doesn't have to be that way at all. You are allowed to change your mind, and not as the common thing says, that you're a woman, you're allowed to change your mind. I think anybody is allowed to change their mind, and if that's what you feel you have to do, and you don't have to, feel in a tight suit not to be able to do this, or being afraid what other people say. You are to change your mind, and I'm going to talk more with you about the topic. I'm going to flip the screen, show you the piece of nature where I am, and I'm going to give you a little talk on this, on my opinion on this topic actually. And well, I hope you're going to walk with me, and I'll see you on the other side. And I hope you enjoy the nature and my little talk here. Right. Yeah, I like to show you this open space that I really enjoy so much. I visit here many times, this place, and it's very well for European for European standards. It's a pretty big space, a big place here, and I visit here many times. And there's many different entrances, and it's every time, every day, the view is different, the nature is different, the sky is definitely different, and well, I enjoy all of it really, and it's still very soft for the time of year, soft weather, and I enjoy that as well. But coming back to my topic, was about that you are allowed to change your mind, and I don't know if you agree with that, or if you are having to deal with it at the moment, that you really would like to change your mind about something, but you feel like you kind of come over as an unstable person. Um, I believe that somewhere along the line, of somewhere along the way, rather. Sorry for my English; it's not my mother tongue, so excuse me sometimes the wrongful use of words or grammar mistake. But I'm really doing my best here, and I believe that somewhere along the way, that many of us, we all learned that consistency seems to equal strength. And because if you choose something once, then you should stand by it, and if you commit it, then you should stay, and if you say yes, then you shouldn't change it. And I said, well, that is such a pity, because you may lose out on many things, on many happier things for you, because I believe, and as I said, this is what my channel is about. It's about my insights on my experiences and my opinions. And of course, you don't have to agree. You can always share it in the comments, and maybe give me some new insights on things. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm not trying to motivate you or anything like that. But still, I hope you enjoy this this talk on the topic, because I believe life doesn't work that way, that you can't actually change your mind. It's almost impossible, I believe, because we grow, and we learn, and we can gain some more clarity, I guess, and we change. First off, I mean, I hope you change. You grow and you change, so that's a normal part of life, isn't it? And yet, changing your mind can feel very uncomfortable. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I think especially when you're a woman, I don't know if I get some angry comments here on that, but that's just, I'm generalizing here a bit. I am aware of it, but I do think we have a lot of troubles. We as women have a lot of troubles with changing our mind about something. And why do we have problems with that? I think because we worry that people think that we're unstable, or we're fake, flaky, or unreliable, or selfish, or dramatic even. Have been accused of being dramatic. I think, well, I'm not dramatic at all. I just feel like I need to make some changes. Oh, I hope you like the sky. I am always intrigued by the sky. I hope you can see a little bit of it. It's many different shades. It's also the blue and the gray, and uh, I'm always fascinated by it. So I'm showing you a little bit here of the sky that I'm looking at here. And well, I think if you stay in a decision that no longer fits you, then and in a role or something that drains you, then or in situations even that you outgrown, you just appear to be uh, uh, inconsistent if you want to change that. And then I think I learned it the hard way, a few times the hard way, that staying the same when you've changed is not loyalty. It's self betrayal, and I have been a little bit guilty of that myself. I must admit that, and I think that's why the topic is close to my heart. And perhaps you can resonate, perhaps not, but you might understand still where I'm coming from, or you might be having your own personal circle, people that are going through. You see them going through something like this, and I believe still very strongly, and I learned it, that changing your mind is certainly not a weakness. It's a responsiveness, as I'm strongly believe it's a responsiveness to your own inner truth. And how can that be wrong? That cannot be wrong, because you're not trying to hurt anybody at all. In fact, if you don't do that, you're hurting yourself immensely. And if you do pick up courage to make the change, that means you listen to yourself. You can be proud of that, and it means you notice something that wasn't right anymore, and that means you're very self-aware. Now, that's also very plausible, and I mean, if you honor yourself along the way, while you're learning, I mean, isn't that the ultimate self-care that you can do? And I believe so personally. And once again, you don't owe anybody an explanation, but you might want to give certain people you really care about. You might, of course, talk with them and give them an explanation, not because you have to and you're feeling forced and you feel like you need permission. Those are harsh words, but it doesn't apply to everybody. Some people are really concerned about you and really maybe involved with you and care about you. So don't see it then at that moment as an explanation you have to give, because then you're putting a vibe out that is not really necessary. It doesn't always have to be on the hard way. You can be also a little bit softer, and hopefully you have those kind of people around you who want to understand you, and yeah, who really put an interest in you. And you know, as I said, people who respect you, they will understand you, how you grow or how you change or how you want to change your mind. Nothing wrong with that, and you should need to be very happy and lucky if you have those kind of people in your life. And I believe people who benefited from your old version, well, they might resist a little bit, but yeah, as I said, if you want to keep the relationship healthy, you might try to find a way to to still work it out if you are changing your mind without them blaming you for anything. And and if they don't, well, it's a matter of you still choosing for yourself. You have to do that. Well, I'm not telling you what to do, of course, but in my opinion, that's what you have to do, to be honest to yourself. And yeah, so if you've been holding yourself, yeah, almost hostage to an old decision or to an old role or old promise or an older version of yourself, that's the nice expression these days, I think, an older version of yourself. You know, maybe these words that I've just been sharing here might be a little bit of a permission you give yourself, and convince you that you are allowed to change your mind. As I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru or anything like that. I can only share my experience on this, and I hope I hope it resonates somewhere, and I hope it gives you somewhere along the line the feeling that you're certainly not alone out there when you're struggling with this a little bit. So with that, I really want to thank you for having this walk with me. I hope you enjoy the nature that I'm showing you here, and I really wish you a very nice continuation of your day or evening. I don't know when you're watching this video. And as I said before, you can always subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting my videos daily. And with that, I hope you take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself and your loved ones. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.